Picture two roulette tables standing side by side. They offer the same red or black bet, the same one-to-one payout, and almost the same betting layout. Yet over time, one of them has nearly twice the mathematical cost. The difference is one additional pocket. How can one pocket do that? Hello, I'm Chris Mwangi, Head of Content at Roulette77. In this episode, we'll compare European and American roulette. We'll look at their wheels, their probabilities, and the practical effect of choosing one table instead of the other. This is not about finding a system that changes the odds. It is about understanding the conditions of the game before placing a bet. Let's begin with what the two versions have in common. Both European and American roulette contain the numbers from 1 to 36. In both versions, 18 of those numbers are red and 18 are black. They offer the same familiar outside bets: red or black, odd or even, 1 to 18 or 19 to 36, dozens and columns. They also offer the same standard inside bets, including straight up, split, street, corner, and six-line. The usual payouts are the same as well. A straight-up bet pays 35 to 1. A red or black bet pays 1 to 1. A dozen or column pays 2 to 1. The betting process is therefore almost identical. You place a chip on the outcome or group of outcomes you want to cover. The wheel produces one winning number, and the table settles every active bet. The main difference is not how you place the bet. It is the number of possible results. A European roulette wheel has the numbers from 1 to 36 and 1-0. That gives it 37 pockets. A standard American wheel has those same numbers, plus 0 and 00. That gives it 38 pockets. 00 does not replace another number. It is added to the existing 37 outcomes. The American layout, therefore, has a separate position for 00. The physical order of the numbers around the wheel is also different, but the additional green pocket is what creates the main mathematical change. There are still 18 red numbers and 18 black numbers. American roulette simply adds one more outcome that belongs to neither color, neither dozen, neither column, and neither even money group. Imagine that you place $10 on red. On a European wheel, 18 numbers win the bet. 19 outcomes lose it, the 18 black numbers and 0. Your probability of winning is 18 out of 37, or approximately 48.65%. Now place the same $10 bet on an American wheel. There are still 18 red winning numbers, but there are now 20 losing outcomes, 18 black numbers, 0 and 00. Your probability of winning falls to 18 out of 38, or approximately 47.37%. The payout remains 1 to 1 on both tables. A winning $10 bet produces $10 in profit, whether you play European or American roulette. The American table does not increase the payout to compensate for the additional losing pocket. This gives standard European roulette a house edge of 2.70%. Standard American roulette has a house edge of 5.26%. The difference between the two probabilities may appear small on one spin, but because the payout stays the same, the long-term mathematical cost almost doubles. A practical way to understand this is to look at the total amount wagered over time. Suppose that across many sessions, a player places a total of $1,000 in bets. This does not necessarily mean depositing $1,000. The same balance can be used for several consecutive bets, so total wagering gradually accumulates. At the European house edge, the theoretical expected loss on $1,000 wagered is approximately $27. At the American house edge, it is approximately $52.60. These figures do not predict a specific session. A player can finish a short session ahead or lose considerably more than the expected amount. Roulette results vary, particularly over a small number of spins. House edge describes the average mathematical cost as the number of bets becomes very large. It tells us how the rules are priced, not what the next spin will produce. The same principle applies to a straight-up bet. It pays 35 to 1 in both versions. But on a European wheel, one number must compete against 36 other outcomes. On an American wheel, it competes against 37. Changing from red to a single number changes the frequency and size of the wins. It does not remove the difference between the wheels. Most standard bets on a European table carry the same 2.70% house edge. Most standard bets on an American table carry the same 5.26% house edge. There is, however, an important American exception. The 5-number basket bet covers 0, 00, 1, 2, and 3. It pays 6 to 1 and has a house edge of 7.89%. So it is less favorable than the other standard bets on the same American wheel. This is another reason to look beyond the number of outcomes a bet covers. Coverage, payout, and probability must be considered together. Special table rules can also change the comparison. Some single zero games offer rules called la partage or un prison. These rules apply to even money bets when the ball lands on zero and can reduce the effective house edge. I'll explain both rules in the next episode about French roulette. For now, the practical lesson is simple. Do not rely only on the game title. Check the number of zero pockets and read the actual table rules. So, which version should you choose? If the table limits, speed, and format are otherwise similar, the single zero European table is the mathematically better option. Before placing a chip, check 6 things. The number of zero pockets, the table minimum and maximum, whether the game is live or RNG, how much time the betting window provides, whether la partage or un prison applies, and whether any unusual bet has its own payout and house edge. American roulette is not automatically unfair or rigged. Its disadvantage is visible in the layout and can be calculated directly from the rules. It simply offers less favorable mathematics. There are also 3 misunderstandings worth avoiding. 00 does not make every bet lose twice as often. It nearly doubles the overall house edge, which is a different claim. An identical payout does not mean identical odds. The number of possible outcomes matters. And no betting system can compensate for 00. A system can change the size or sequence of the bets, but it cannot remove a pocket from the wheel. European and American roulette may look like 2 versions of the same table. European roulette has 37 pockets and a standard house edge of 2.70%. American roulette has 38 pockets and a standard house edge of 5.26%. The standard payouts remain almost identical. The additional 00 creates the difference. Before placing a chip, count the zeros. In the next episode, I'll take a closer look at French roulette and explain how la partage and un prison can change what happens when the ball lands on zero.